She hid in a dirt hole to play football. Dilma presses her face against the wall of the hole, knees to her chest, and listens. Boots, close, then closer. A whistle screams somewhere above her head, not a referee's whistle, a warning. She counts her own heartbeat because it's the only sound she can control. Somewhere up there, boys are still kicking a ball around like nothing's wrong. Because for them, nothing is. But in Brazil, in 1976, that's Dilma Mendes, a 13-year-old girl guilty of one thing, wanting to play football. 1941. A signature is on a piece of paper in Rio de Janeiro. President Getulio Vargas doesn't ban women from schools, doesn't touch their jobs, their votes. He goes after the ball. Football, the decree says, doesn't suit a woman's body. Some doctor somewhere claims it'll wreck her insides, her future children. Nobody checks if that's true. Nobody asks a single woman if she agrees. No fine is written down, no sentence, no cell number, just illegal. Which means it's up to whichever cop is standing there that day, drag her off the field, walk her to the station, treat a game of pickup football like she's been caught stealing. 38 years of this. Not a suggestion. Not something people whisper about at church. It became law with badges behind it. And 200 miles up the coast, in a dusty little city called Camaçari, a girl is being born straight into it. Camaçari, early 70s. Heat that sits on your skin all day, streets made of packed red dirt. 7 kids in that house, 5 of them boys. Dilma's the last one out, and she grows up standing on the sidelines of a game she's not invited to. So she makes herself useful, water girl. Fetches the bottles, brings them back, except she starts leaving them a little farther away each time. A little farther means a little longer. A little longer means she gets to touch the ball while they're gone. 2 minutes. Maybe 3, if she's lucky. It's not enough. It's never enough. So she cuts a deal. An ice cream cone for a warning. Any boy who spots a police uniform coming down the road owes her a whistle, a shout, a head start. Still not enough. She digs a hole with her hands next to the field, calls it her cova, her grave. When the whistle comes, she drops in, presses her whole body flat against the dirt walls, and waits it out. Sometimes 2 minutes, sometimes what feels like an hour, until the boots walk away. Then she climbs out, brushes off her knees, and finishes the game. Some days they catch her first, sit her down on a hard bench at the station, and make her wait. She's praying it's her father who walks through that door. He never says a word about it, just takes her home. If it's her mother instead, she already knows what's coming. Her mother's hand, then her brother's, one after another for playing a man's sport. She takes it, goes to bed sore, wakes up and plays again the next morning like nothing happened. Years later, somebody will ask her why she thinks they really came after her, and she'll say it slow, like she's still working it out, that it wasn't only about being a girl. It was her skin, her hair. She noticed even then which girls got chased the hardest. Nobody explains any of this to a 13-year-old. She just learns to read the boots. She's not the only one hiding. Somewhere else, a girl is playing at midnight when the street's too dark for anyone to recognize a woman's stride. Somewhere else, a girl has cut her hair short and borrowed her brother's shirt, praying nobody looks twice. A whistle goes up. 10 girls scatter in 10 different directions, a plan nobody wrote down, just something they all agreed on without ever meeting. A hole in Camaçari, a dark field in Recife, a borrowed shirt in Rio. None of them know each other's names. Doesn't matter. Same instinct running through all of them at once. The country starts shifting under its own weight. The dictatorship's grip is slipping. Women are marching, louder every year, about a lot more than football. Other countries start fielding women's national teams. Brazil has nobody to send. In 1979, the decree gets quietly reversed, no apology attached. No mention of the girls who spent childhoods in police stations for this. 4 years after that, the sport finally gets official rules, official leagues. And the ones who kept it alive underground and the ones with dirt still under their fingernails are suddenly the only ones who know how to play it. Dilma keeps going, starts coaching, finds a scrawny teenager named Formiga, and puts a ball at her feet. A kid who will go on to play in 7 World Cups, more than anyone, man or woman, in the history of the sport. Decades later, Dilma's standing on the sideline as her own team lifts a world championship trophy. Back in the hole, dirt in her mouth, knees to her chest, Little Dilma has no idea right now how this ends. No idea her name will end up printed next to a trophy someday. Right now there's just the sound of boots and her own held breath and a ball she can hear bouncing somewhere close by, waiting for her to come back to it. The whistle above her fades. She waits 3 more seconds. Then she climbs out and she plays. If this story stayed with you, subscribe to Where She Stands. We tell the story systems tried to erase and couldn't.